Released audio could shed new light on the moment that Michael Brown was shot and killed by a Ferguson, Missouri police officer.
The FBI has spoken to the man who recorded it and has experts analyzing the audio right now. Ted Rowlands reports.
It's the critical moment caught on audio tape, and it could be a key piece of evidence as investigators work to determine exactly what happened between Michael Brown and Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson. The shots can be heard in the background of an online video chat.
You are pretty. You're so fine. Just going over some of your videos. How could I forget?
It's electronic. It's objective. It doesn't take sides.
Forensic audio expert Paul Ginsberg analyzed the 9-second clip and created a waveform graphic highlighting the gunshots. He counts a total of 10 shots with an approximate 3-second pause after the 6th shot. Take another listen.
You are pretty. You're so fine. Just going over some of your videos. How could I forget?
The 3-second pause could be very significant.
It could be depending upon what the witnesses say they saw and what's in the police report.
Several of the witnesses do mention a pause.
They shot him and he fell. He put his arms up to let them know he was compliant and that he was unarmed, and they shot him twice more.
He put his hands in the earth and he started to get down, but the officer still approached with his weapon drawn and he fired several more shots.
An independent autopsy determined that Michael Brown was shot at least 6 times, all to the front of his body. The other 4 shots heard on the recording could have missed.
The man who inadvertently recorded this audio wants to remain anonymous. He lives in one of these apartment buildings, which, as you can see, is very close to where Michael Brown was shot and killed.
He was in his apartment. He was talking to a friend on a video chat. He heard loud noises, and at the time, he didn't even realize the import of what he was hearing until afterwards.
The recording could prove critical should this go to trial, a tool both the prosecution and the defense could use to bolster their case.
This has a bearing on really everything else. This is a piece of the puzzle that has to fit.
Ted Rowlands reporting. A grand jury hearing evidence about the Michael Brown shooting will reconvene today, and it will decide whether Officer Darren Wilson will be charged. Wilson's supporters have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for his potential legal defense.